Hey Saggy, it is CJ. How are you? I hope you guys are doing really well out there. Welcome to my channel, as well as welcome to your April general read. So we're just going to get started here. Keep in mind that this is going to be, obviously, like I said, a general read, so it's not going to apply to everyone out there. If it does, awesome. If it's not, maybe check out a different reading of mine. Maybe check out your other placements, whatever. Okay, so let's begin here. We are going to see what is going on for you. It is for the month of April. Apply it whenever it seems to fit, whenever you're drawn to this reading. That's probably when it is going to be resonating with you the most. So let's begin. Sagittarius for April 2022. What is going on? This could be for cross watchers as well. What is happening for our fire sign, Sagittarius, April 2022? What's going on in their worlds? What is happening, Saggy? Woo. Wow, the cards, that's an interesting kind of way that they, okay, yin. All about receiving here this month. Wow, that's pretty cool. Bottom of the deck, orphaned. Oh, wow. And then we have mending too, so I feel drawn to take that out. All right, so we have yin that popped out first. Well, Sagittarius, you know, you are a very action-orientated individual, you know, like you are more of the yang, and it doesn't matter if you're a female or a male, but you tend to be more action-orientated. So getting yin may cause a little bit of a... You might be like, well, I don't want to just sit back and do nothing. But this card is coming out to say that there is a need for you to receive here. This may be a month where it is extremely important for you actually to open up and to even allow yourself time to digest other people's energies, other people's thoughts, feelings. I'm just feeling like this is more of a month where you need not to take a lot of physical action. It feels more about you actually instead being receptive, being open to receiving whatever this is that you're receiving. Bottom of the deck, we have orphaned. That's a pretty... heavy energy. It's a feeling of, like, what I'm getting off of this card is that do you feel like there's a feeling of feeling alone, feeling like left alone, feeling on your own, perhaps even feeling a bit like you're not able to see your way clearly on how to get out of whatever this is pertaining to. You know, it could be a relationship, it could be a career thing, it could be finances, family, etc. Energy is still the same though. But there's some feeling that you've had in your lifetime that is speaking to you, Sag, about you feeling left on your own. Feeling very much, I am really picking up on this energy of just feeling abandoned, really. And which is the same meaning of orphaned, of course. And, you know, I'm not trying to waste words here, but it's like this feeling that you're just unable to see clearly. And there's almost like a fog or something that is around you that is just not, I don't even feel like, I feel like there's been a struggle to actually receive. So, because this is the bottom of the deck and this is the card that flipped out, is yin. This is what they're wanting you to do, is receive love. Open your beautiful self up here in all different ways. Allow yourself to receive beautiful things that are coming to you. Look at the colors on this card. It's purples and it's pinks, and it feels very much like higher level energy, like the divine, but it has a healing feeling towards it as well. So then, along with orphaned on the bottom of the deck, we did have mending, which is about working through things, fixing things, healing things, more importantly. I almost feel like the reading should go like this, like these cards should be separated. And so I'm going to go that way, as I feel like I'm being guided to. So let's talk about the orphaned and the mending. There's, whether this is just a mind, Okay, a lot of energy, a lot of emotions kind of I'm feeling right here. Orphaned feels like you have been excluded. And maybe your entire life you have felt like you've had to do things on your own. You've had to take care of yourself on your own. That there was no one to rely on. And wherever that stems from, I'm just going to ramble here because I'm really getting these messages clearly, intuitively. It's like you have felt really abandoned, and that probably has toughened you up a bit. And toughened you up in a way where you don't even know how to ask for help. You don't know how to receive help. You don't know. Sag, you're probably not even really great at receiving compliments. You probably laugh it off, you know, or you give a compliment back. I'm just getting that right now. And it's stemming from some part of your life where you have been left on your own. Probably at times where you needed the most support. So that kind of toughened you up in a way, but inside you're still, you're still soft and beautiful and loving and all these things. But on the exterior, there's like a toughness that has happened, because if you look at the color of the orphan card, it is really kind of a grayish color. There's a bit of a light yellow gold in the back, but it is really kind of void of a lot of color. And when we as human beings go through tough things and we actually feel alone, isolated, on our own, it's scary, it hurts, and it also then leaves this kind of almost like a what am I seeing here? It's almost like a moor. I don't even know what a moor is, but M-O-O-R, moor. Like it's like there's this thing around you that keeps you isolated from the rest of the world. Okay. But mending is coming in. So it feels like this is a month where you are going to be working on healing those wounds, healing those hurts. Maybe you're going to be receiving apologies from people that have done you wrong, or even you just allowing yourself to not necessarily forgive yourself, because I don't think there's anything to forgive here, but there's like this mending that is happening that you're allowing to come towards you this month. And that means that you are going to actually be able to receive a lot of beautiful things that are coming your way. There is a cup in this card, which is about our watery energy. It is the emotions, our heart, so keep that in mind as we get into the tarot. But it feels like your heart is opening up after a while of being actually, okay, they just told me to put it this way, so we're going to put it this way. Feeling orphaned, allowing some healing to come in, allowing some mending to come in, so that you can be very receivable, so you can receive, so that you can fill up your emotional cup. Okay, let's get into the tarot. I'm not going to keep going on this right now, so let's begin. Are you ready? Let's get going, Saggy. What's going on here? You're a very strong, strong, strong energy. Beautiful, loving, adventurous, brave, and a hard worker. You put everything into what you do. You do. But there's a tougher there's that more. What is a more? I don't know. If you know, please write it below, because I don't know what a more is. But I kind of almost feel like I feel like castle-y. Like this feels like a castle out somewhere like England, somewhere like that. Like, but where everything is void of color, really. And there's something about this more. I don't know what a more is. So, but it just feels like you put protection up around yourself. And you're going to allow yourself this month to actually start to heal. You're going to start making movements to mend yourself. So then what comes towards you feels very positive and feels very much loving, but it feels like you start to really receive, because you're receptive, because you change from being closed off to being really open. And when you open yourself, all this beautiful energy comes towards you. Okay, let's get some tarot for Sagittarius, April 2022. Sagittarius. Oh, wow, that's a lot of cards. Okay, I guess I feel like I need to take it. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Swords. You are definitely moving away from the orphaned energy here. You're moving from orphaned, shut off, closed, protecting yourself, that kind of energy, to full open expansion. Such a beautiful expansion going on here. And Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck is just confirming that. Confirming that you are totally, indeed, moving to a brand new way of thinking, being, living, loving, even. That kind of energy. We've got so many cards here. This is crazy. But we will take them. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Wow. Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. There's that choice. Two of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Nine of Swords, Ten of Cups. Wow, an Ace of Wands. Okay, so this is a very powerful month. This will be a powerful month for you in April, or whenever you are reading or hearing this, Sagittarius. The dichotomy of these three cards is actually expressed right here. It's like there's a Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is that energy of robbing, taking, stealing, hiding, getting away with it. I feel like you may be doing this to yourself. Or, actually, in the past, this has been done to you. And if this has been done to you in the past, which I actually feel like that really has been done to you, there's been a lot of people that have broken your heart and taken your loyalty and your beautifulness. And they have almost tried to capitalize on it. I don't know what that means, but it means like, I don't know what that means, but I'm saying the energy I'm feeling is almost like at your cost, they've done these things. They've done these things to make themselves feel better at your cost. And then you have the Seven of Cups. It's like this confusion. You not able to see quite clearly that, maybe not wanting to believe that others have taken you, whoever these other people are. It could be relationships, romantic, it could be family even, right? But there's been a lot of stealing that has taken away your safety, your security, your, God-given right to feel loved and cared for. Wow, this is a heavy read here. And it's kind of made you be a little bit more confused, a little bit unsure, actually, is what I'm picking up. Unsure of who do I believe, who do I put my heart in, where do I put my energy, how do I be how can I receive when I'm not sure. It's put some doubt into you, because we have the Five of Pentacles right next to it. And again, this goes with the orphaned. This is that feeling left out in the cold, feeling abandoned, feeling like you're not even important enough to anyone, and really just feeling in despair here. To the Two of Wands, making a decision. Making a decision of, am I going to stay in this kind of energy where you're not really being authentic to yourself because you're just riddled with a lot of things that were done wrong to you in the past? Or are you going to open yourself up and allow yourself to be receptive to receiving all the beauty that does want to come towards you? And it's like, that you need to at least take some time to really just kind of almost like take a break. Like, it's almost like pushing the stop button, pushing the pause button, actually, is what I want to say. It's like, I feel like I feel like this is more the past energy. Spirit is giving me these cards to represent what led to the orphaned feeling. And so it feels like you're just needing, you've needed some time out, or maybe you've been cut off from your heart. Thank you. Maybe you have cut off from your actual heart, your emotions, because the heart is outside of this figure here. So maybe this, I don't know why I keep saying maybe here. It's almost like I am feeling not so confident right now in this reading. So I feel like I'm picking up on whoever's reading this is. Whatever has happened in your life, Sagittarius, that made you feel alone and made you feel like you couldn't really trust anyone, because people stole from you and took from you. And it doesn't have to be physical. I'm talking emotional here. It has left you a little bit more unable to make a decision, which means that there is a lack of confidence within yourself. So I feel like you have disconnected from your heart so that you don't have to actually feel this orphaned way or this Five of Pentacle way. And you've kind of disconnected from that all. But in reality, what it is done is actually probably at night, there's times probably all of that comes out to the truth or to the matter here in the middle of the night, and you're very actually emotionally sad. And you are scared, and there's no matter how you may spend your day feeling like you, or showing people that you're very highly confident, there is this underlining fear going on. Now, the beautiful thing is that we have mending here in this reading. It feels like a release month for you. One where you actually are really going to start to get very clear in your emotions, actually, is what I want to say. Not so much in your mind. Our mind can do a lot of crazy things to us, and a lot of times it is not the good stuff. A lot of times it's the big old boogeyman that's living in the closet and under the bed when the lights are off. But when the sun comes up, where's the boogeyman, right? This change, this ability for you to be able to open up and really be receptive and understand that these things that happened before in your life that made you feel like you needed to put this wall up, you are going to push that down. You're going to heal that. You're going to release that, and it is going to bring you a beautiful new way of living, loving, and sharing yourself, because we have the Ten of Cups coming out here, and this is beautiful. Whether you're in a relationship or not in a relationship, the emotion is going to feel of one of full contentment, happiness, and you're going to feel a lot lighter too, a lot freer. And if this is about a relationship that you've been in, that this has been an influence in your relationship, doing this kind of work brings you the heartfelt contentment. And it also plants a seed into this new passionate beginning here. This could be a career part. The Ace of Wands, when you feel stable within yourself and you know that you are as beautiful as you are, and that, things that were done in the past are not a reflection of you, and you really understand that and you receive that and you open yourself up and you allow the healing and the mending to happen, you get this brand new start where it really lights up the rest of your life here. So I know I'm rambling a lot, but the energy is quite interesting, and I'm really trying to pick up on all of it that they're giving me. So I would like to go a little bit deeper here. I'm just going to move my cards so that I have a little bit more room. It just feels like you are letting go of a lot of baggage that has followed you around for a long time of your life, and what that does for your life in all areas frees things up and creates so much newness that you're heading towards. Interesting. All right, let's get some more information. What else can we get for our Sagittarius for this reading here? For Sagittarius. Okay. King of Coins, the Magician. And let's see what these are. Wow. Okay. Two of Wands. You've had that twice now. There is a choice. There is a choice. Are you going to be receptive or are you not? Four of Coins. There's some part of you that may want to be holding on to this, because it makes sense though, because if this is how you are, this is how you've lived your life, you have always been like, you know, you at one time were very open to receiving, and when you also receive, you give. I know that. And so when you've given and you've gotten betrayal done, it has closed you off. So there is this choice. But there is almost this feeling that you are wanting to hold on to that because you feel like you're protecting yourself. Holding on to that wall, that block that you put around yourself to protect yourself. So therefore you're holding on to it because there's a fear here of, you know, it being done to you again. But the thing is that it's not going to, because you are the magician, you know. It's not possible anymore. You are not the same that you once were, and you have your power, you have your strength. And it feels like it's now time to let go of this feeling of whoever or whatever this was that made you feel orphaned. It's time to let that go, and you can choose to do that. That's why the Two of Wands is showing up here twice, because it is saying, Sag, what way do you want to go? As long as you hold on to the Four of Coins kind of energy, then it's really hard to free yourself from this kind of stuff. You don't need to know that anymore. You don't need to hold on to the protection anymore. You can actually allow yourself to open up and receive all these beautiful things that are wanting to come towards you. We have the Ace of Coins. So this is a new start, and a new start even in your finances, you know, your money. It's a big deal here. This can be even a new windfall kind of energy, but we also did have the King of Coins that came out. And this is stability. This is solidness, security, just being really comfortable with who you are 100%, and feeling really good and really healthy. It's like that is really what wants to come towards you here. And for you to connect back with your heart if you have closed it off. We have the World showing up. That is that cycle needing to be closed out now. It's time for new. It's time for you to start receiving all of this bounty, all of this love, all of this beauty. You are not orphaned, you know? You're not. And that has to, I mean, emotionally, you have to take that, you have to take your strength back on that. Very interesting reading here. I'm just taking a moment to look it over here. It's under the World. 5 of Coins again. There's just something about this month that there's some awareness that you're coming to, I feel. And I think with this mending and this healing that is happening, and it doesn't even have to be that drastic, but there's this release of letting go of, you know, the pain of the past and reconnecting with your heart, with your soul, that then brings this new, fresh passion, creativity, strength, solidarity towards you. So, wow. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. Let's get you a card of the treasures from Tikashi, Sag. I just feel like it's time to let go of things that hurt you. It's not serving you anymore. In fact, I think it's kind of keeping you a little bit stuck. And there's so much more better things out there for you. So be receptive and be open to that. From people to jobs to careers to whatever this is for you, be receptive. All right. Let's close this reading off for Sagittarius. Let's get one card, please. What do you have for Sag regarding this reading? I completely understand and can definitely have compassion for you going through this. I do feel like there's been a lot of just abandoned thing kind of energy where people have really left you. You didn't deserve that, but it's theirs. So now it's time for you to get very clear. All right, let's get one card, please, for Sagittarius. Okay, well, I don't know how many that is, but We got value on the bottom. I may or may not read it. Let's see. We've got power and purpose. Oh my goodness, this is incredible. Okay, power. You have control over your life. Know your power and your own worth. It is time to acknowledge all that you have created. Are you allowing others to overpower you? When times are difficult, think about what you can achieve. You are never powerless. It is time to acknowledge your power and feel your empowerment in every word you speak and every action you take. Wow, beautiful. Because this reading is really kind of like that, about that power, taking your power back. There's been a lot of pain and hurt and suffering and betrayal that has been done to you, and it has left its mark on you. But now you need to take your power back. You take your power back. Those people that did that, they don't get to have your power anymore. And when you do that, everything adjusts and changes accordingly. You're the only one that is kind of actually, Sag, keeping yourself stuck in this Four of Coins. Four of Coins is a meager way of thinking, you know? It's holding on to your pennies if it's about money. It's holding on to your emotions because you don't want to express it, right? It's a meager way of thinking. So it's time for that to change. And when you change that, it brings in all of this good stuff. Remember, you have the Magician saying that you have the power to decide what you want to do here. Purpose is the other card that fell out. It says, feel a sense of purpose in everything you do. Know that you can learn your lessons and move on. Understand that everything has a purpose. You can learn from your past, but do not dwell upon it. Move forward with purpose, even when the direction is unclear. There is a higher purpose to everything. Okay, Saggy, that's pretty perfect. And now I am going to read the bottom of the deck because it says value. And I feel like you need to really be receptive to valuing yourself. Okay. It says appreciate yourself. Cherish and respect yourself. Do not undervalue your talents. Be prepared to put a value on your efforts. Every experience is to be valued whether you understand the lesson or not. There may be greater worth in something than you first saw. Yeah. So there is greater worth because you have this card. This is the first card that came out of this reading, and I'm closing this reading off by showing you this again. Be receptive and be open. This is the feminine side that we all have, and it is about allowing the beauty and the good and the love and the light and all of those things to come towards us so that we can receive our gifts, and not to get in the way of that by staying in this kind of past energy. Allow the mending and the healing to happen this month for you. Okay, Sagittarius, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope it was helpful in some way. And I wish you a beautiful month. Good luck and take care of yourself. See you next time.